Hi, with Walid Miled with
Hi.
Spiders. They're
Nice to
the
meet you.
developers of Mars Warlogs. They're back with Bound by Flame this time. So after you learned with the experience with redoing the audio, it's, game design is a very iterative process. You're back with a higher budget title this time, right?
Yes.
So this is Bound by Flame. So tell us a little bit about Bound by Flame.
Well, Bound by Flame is an amazing opportunity for us. First, it's a heroic fantasy universe, so we can take all we did in Mars Warlogs and make it better and meaner with monsters, with huge monsters. Let our imagination go wild, while keeping all the things, the features we loved in Mars.
You've kept crafting, things like that. Have you improved on crafting? What are the aspects of Mars Warlogs that you got good feedback from, and how have you improved them, and what are the things that you've left out?
Well, the thing we got good feedbacks on the crafting. Now we have more weapons, we have more armor, so we have more crafting. Everything is craftable, everything is upgradable. So we kept the crafting system and we made it better with more items that you can use to craft, that you can combine to make new items. So we went deeper into the crafting systems, something we really had good feedback on and want to keep. Also the fighting in Mars Warlogs, we had good feedback on the fighting. It was hard.
You changed it, didn't you? When I was there in February, made it. You changed dodges. You made it less clunky, and you've adapted it and all. So how have you adapted the fighting
for Bound by Flame? For Bound by Flame, well, we have sword fighting, but we had the clunkiness feedback from Mars, so we took more distance from the enemies. Their positioning, they move around you, they take more position, and since you have a sword, you have the distance for you, so you're not that melee. Mars was very close combat, close quarter combat, where here you can take distance, and we have the dodging in Bound by Flame, which is a very good opportunity for crowd controlling. You can move faster around enemies, small attacks, get away, or just go guns blazing with the sword. We really have many fighting styles in Bound by Flame, and that's something we improved on Mars, and we're really proud of.
So Warlogs was a budget game. This is you've earned from that, you've learned from that. So this is a much bigger game. So just to give people an idea of how much you've learned, how much bigger it is. So in a sort of percentage, how much bigger than Warlogs is Bound by Flame?
That's a good question. I think Bound by Flame is at least 2 times bigger than Mars. It's longer, many more weapons, many more enemies, longer story. It's bigger.
Okay, so that's good. So with dialogue, what have you learned? Are you now prepared to do voice acting in English and writing styles and things like that? Is that going to be completely 100% dedicated, to the English guys? So they've got something solid, no writing mistakes, anything like that.
Well, yes, we're working on that. We put more processes into the dialogue, into the feedbacks on the dialogue, onto the correction, and into choosing the actors too. Because the first dialogue were pretty good actually, but we didn't cast the right people, we didn't choose the right people for the character. So now we're just making sure we have our American intermediaries that will help us choose. Because in France we have our idea of how people should speak English, but maybe.
So are you still working with the guys that you employed to redo the start of Mars Warlogs? Are they on the Bound by Flame project?
Yeah, I can't talk about that actually.
Oh, okay.
We're in the process of discussing who we're going to hire and everything, so I'm not...
So with combat, you want to talk about things like feats. So if you quickly want to give us an overview of what the feats are and what they entail.
Well, in the game you have skill trees. Like you can improve your skills, your basic skills, but we also have what we call feats. Feats are not based on your experience or the experience you gain into fighting. Feats are based on actions you do in the game. It's like small achievements. You kill 20 enemies, you get access to that specific feats, and then you can unlock it and gives you, for instance, 10% more.
So they're like
experience.
actionable achievements instead of like a pop-up that says, you killed 20 enemies. You actually get something that can help you in the RPG.
You have a list of feats, and then you have all the requirements for the feat, and then you can go and I'd like this feat, so you go and do the thing you need to do for the feats. You get more recipes. For instance, if you do like 20 crafting, you get a new recipes. You can go buy these feats. I'll give you more recipes.
So is it something that the player will do organically, or will they go out and try and get the feats? Are you going to force people to go out and try and get the feats, or will it happen on the way?
It happens on the way. Some feats happens on the way. Some feats you might want to go and have.
Okay. So yeah, that looks good. What's the release date for?
Well, the game is coming sometime in 2014. We don't have a release date right now.
Right, okay, 2014.
We'll have it
for Xbox 360, Steam.
Retail on Xbox 360, Steam, and PS2.
Okay, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys.